What's up, guys? nethervvoid here with more DungeCraft Season 4 for you. This is episode 32, and as you can see, the beautification project is coming along quite smoothly. There's some other stuff to show you with it, but first, what I want to do, since we need all these bones today, we actually need bone meal. I'm going to make a system here to get rid of all those arrows for now, because I need lots and lots and lots of bone meal. And, oh, wait, that's an advanced wooden pipe. I need to get one of these arrows out first. We need tons of bone meal, and the bone meal is going to trigger... Oh, I did it again. It's going to trigger that mob spawner to make more of these, you know, to spawn more skeletons. And then they're going to create a whole bunch of arrows, and then since this is going to fill up with bones and or just arrows, there won't be any slots left for bones. So to remedy that, it's just time to pipe all the arrows out for now. Probably should have 2 different chests, but it is what it is for now. I'll fix that later, probably. Let's just say, I don't know, redstone signal off, pipe. Because we don't really care. We're just piping out arrows, right? So here they all come. It's going to empty this thing out, and then it's going to start spawning more skeletons over there. It's going to kill skeletons, collect all the bones and arrows, and then arrows will keep piping out. So until this thing fills up with mainly bone meal. So that'll be good. So let's get that going. So let's show you a little bit of this beautification project, the way it's going to work, and as you can see, it's expanded this bottom area down here. So that's going to be nice, get a little bit of extra space. Each one of these corners goes up into one of these little mini towers here, the ones I showed you from last episode. But you didn't see this part. So this is like the inner courtyard area, and there's an upstairs here now. This is pretty sweet. You just go up here, and all of these little towers will take you up in here. So pretty cool, huh? I don't really know what I'm going to put up here yet. Probably some furniture and different stuff. There's a mod that'll get you furniture and some other stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you that really quick. And I'll keep showing you little bits and pieces of this thing as I keep building it. So there's like the upper area right here. Alright, so we've got the arrows kind of clearing out. The next thing I'm going to need to do is kind of clear out a spot for this, and you can see now the spawner is kicking out skeletons there, and it's going to collect more bones for us. But I need to clear out a spot for this project. I know where I want to put it. I just don't have it all ready to go yet. I wanted to get this system set up to suck out all these arrows. So now it should pretty much fill up with bones. I think there was one other thing I wanted to do. Yeah, let's go over to the Thaum room here. And I wanted to show you something. I wanted to show you some progress I'd had, and one thing I wanted to do before I move on in my research. So if we go to the white tower here, and this is, well, it's not taking up too much time. Only 3 minutes into the episode. So this project we're doing today, I thought was going to be a slam dunk with some red power stuff, but the red power stuff did not work as I thought it would. So it's going to be slightly different than I wanted it to be, but really still cool. So as you can see, let's see. Let's check out my Thaumcraft. I think it's in here. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So I've got some research done, as you can see here. Thaumaturge's robes, which is pretty cool. This is like basically, let's see, extra enchantment power. Like when you enchant it with something, it actually boosts the enchantment up. Small discount to the amount of V strain from casting wands when you use them. So it's kind of like mage's robes. It's pretty cool. But since I kind of need armor, this probably won't really help me, because these robes have similar protective properties to leather. Maybe if you enchanted them or something, that'd be kind of cool. So there's a bunch of different pieces. I might make them later, but for now, it's just, I'm not going to really use them. That came off learning enchanted fabric. So I've also got the thermometer, and this will actually detect nodes, and I don't think I crafted one of those. How do you craft those anyway? Let's do a little bit of that. 4 gold and a water shard, huh? I brought some stuff over. Did I bring any gold? I don't think I did. I have a water shard. Let's see. Let's just go get some. And it goes up here still. Really need to probably reset that before I start recording. So, gold. I'm not going to have gold bars in there. Come on, run. We're recording here, dude. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I don't think I need anything else. as far as, because there's one other thing I want to make real quick in the Thaumcraft thing. And I don't think Let's see. Let's just make this really fast. So we've got everything we need. Pretty sure we need to do it in here. Let's see how much Vist it takes. So there we go. Oh, 20 Vist, thermometer. So let's get that sucker. Oh, okay. It points to where the nearest node is. Let's go follow it. It's pointing to a node right now. A Vist node. Remember I talked about those last episode? Where's it pointing? Straight up or down? It's probably pointing down. So that's kind of neat. That would kind of show you where the Vist node is. I think they do a couple other things. I'll probably talk about that more in upcoming episodes, especially when I start messing with Vist nodes and stuff to make my own kind of Vist. Here's another thing I discovered. Magical building blocks. This is going to make the next crafting table for Thaumcraft. So let's learn that sucker. Oh, there we go. So I've got magical building blocks. That helps you craft different work tables and stuff. I've got Thaumium, which is kind of a Thaumcraft metal. You can make swords out of it and armor and stuff. And this stuff actually has an easier time enchanting too. I think it enchants as well as gold does. So that's kind of neat. What else do I got here? Let's see. Basic transmutation. I can turn iron into gold. Alimentum, which is kind of an energy source. I can also make gunpowder now with Vist and putting stuff in the crucible. I don't know why I do that, but I could. And I had to get all of these to unlock this, right? This is the next branch down, and I can start getting these wands. There's one of them in particular I want to get. I think it's this one, and I'll show you. It's a really cool wand, especially if you're doing building projects, which I'm doing. So I'm going to unlock that soon, and I'll show you that in the next episode probably. That way I can kind of work on that beautification process a little bit quicker with that wand. I also found magic tallow. This is going to be key in making golems later. It's pretty easy to make. Just put some meat in there and 5 Vist, you get some tallow. So that's kind of neat. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that so I can keep going with my research. So let's get out of this room here. Let's just drop that stuff right there. Let's get back to over here. So I'll be back when it's daytime, and we'll be down in the project here where I'm going to put this project. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, we're back, and as you can see in the project test, I'm all ready to go here. I think this is everything I'm going to need. It's a lot of stuff. So let's just sleep real quick. I probably should have done that before I started, but who cares? And so we're already 7 minutes in, so we've got to get going. This could take 2 episodes, I'm not really sure. I built most of the system on my test world, but what I didn't do is build the red power, or the automation stuff that kind of goes with it. So you can see I've kind of dug out a little bit of space here, and actually need to dig out a little bit more, but we'll do one of these parts first. Let's put our project chest down here so we can get to everything. So I kind of just pulled a couple of extra, well, I made one of the ender chests and actually pulled one of the extra ones that I built because I'm just going to color them. Actually, I need a piece of blue. I don't have that. I wonder if I don't even think I have that in here. Oh, I do. Right there. Okay, here we go. I hope this does blue. Yes, cool. And then red. And then, oh, that's already yellow. Sweet. So I only have to do that. There we go. So this is going to be the container that is going to hold on to this junk that we're going to make here. So let's go, where's my axe? There it is. Okay, let's take this guy out. We're not going to use that. I really just don't want to come down here all the time and kind of mess with this thing. So there we go. There's the chest. So the first thing we're going to do, if you've seen from my previous episodes, this is going to be something that's generating items and then washing them down into an area. So we're going to put down these transposers, but we are not going to power them. That's why we have 4 of them. If they're not powered, they'll suck up stuff directly above them without any kind of redstone signal or power. If they're not powered by redstone signal, I mean. If they do get hit by redstone signal, they'll pull anything like 1 block near them, but we're just not going to power them. We don't need to power them, and it just makes it more complicated. So it's already going to be a complicated enough system without having to feed this thing a redstone signal. So let's get all these straight up and down here, and then let's run our pipe, and we should be done with this part of it. Let's see here. Kind of tried to do as much of this ahead of time as I could. Hold on a second. Okay, some people in the other room just becoming a little overzealous. So, okay, let's lay these tubes. Again, I tried to make most of this, right, from the get-go so that we don't have to spend too much time digging out dirt and, going to get extra items and stuff like that. So there we go. We got that. I don't want to pipe that in, or I don't want to cover that up yet. I'm going to have to do it for it to run anyway, so let's just do it. Let's just cover it up. And that's okay. We can watch the items come in, right? We'll just watch it from here. So another thing we're going to do, let's see. So we've got all that set up. The next thing I'll need to set up are the pistons. So let's see. This is what I'm going to use to put down water and pick up water. But they're going to be right there. How's this going to work? Because I'm not really ready to do the pistons just yet. Why don't we do the next thing I'm going to do? So this next piece, which I don't have on me. I don't have them on me, and I think I made too many of them. I did not make these, and you haven't seen them yet. Let's go make them right now, because these are a couple of items you haven't seen. I'm going to make a couple of deployers. They're from Red Power, so let's just look up deployer. And I have not made these this season. So a piston chest. Oh, that's nice. That's nice and easy. Let's just make it in here. A couple of chests. And what a deployer will do is just right-click with whatever you've got in the inventory of the deployer. So I think it goes like this. This, I think, is correct. There we go. Deployer. We only need 2 of them. It'll just right-click whatever you put in there. So we're going to use that, and I'm trying not to tell you what I'm doing, so if you figure it out, it'll be like, oh, cool. So try to figure this out on your own. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing until we actually do it. But we're going to need a piece of dirt on top of this deployer. This is not how it was in the past, if I remember correctly, but it is the way it is now, and there's not a lot we can do about it, because this is what took me so long earlier, trying to figure out, oh, that's not going to be good. That is not what I want. How can we correct that? Because that won't work. I'm going to use covers, I guess. So I'm going to have to destroy this. Alright, let's get covers out. Oop, not torches, covers. Let's just get some stone ones. Those will be fine. Let's just put one right here. So now that deployer should go down just fine. There we go. And not have a pipe touching it. So we'll also get the screwdriver out, since we're down here. And then I'm going to have to dig myself out of this. So the deployer goes straight up. It's gonna right-click that soil block with whatever I put in the inventory. Now, let's see. I wanted to do this out the front, didn't I? The problem is knowing when I'm actually far enough. I think this is far enough. Let's just look. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. Gotta make a stairwell out of here. There we go. So this episode might be a little long, or I might have to split it into 2 different episodes. Let's see how far we actually got with that second piece. Oh, okay, okay, so only like 10 minutes. It's not too bad. Okay, so that deployer's in. We're going to need another one right here. And I want to hook this one up. Where am I going to hook this? I kind of wanted to hook it right over here or something. Actually, I wanted to hook it like right over here, but not going to really have that luxury, I don't think. Hold on, I'm going to build the rest of this a little bit and think about where I want to put this this next piece of the system. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I figured out where I want everything to be. Now I've got the bone chest here. Right now it's full of bones because we just took all the arrows out. Let's dig everything out around here. We're going to do something kind of trick, and it's a little bit different than what I've done in the past. So I've got to feed that deployer something. And there's going to be 2. Let's put the other guy in where I want him. Let's just do it right here. I've also set this all up, and the pistons. Let's rotate those into place. I wanted to show you could use the screwdriver to do that. The pistons are going to basically let the water in and also shut it off. I tried to use the deployers for this as well, but it doesn't work. So, yeah, I'm going to use the old-fashioned way. So, let's see. Let's dig this guy out the same way we did the other guy. I think I can do it like this. Should hopefully run into something eventually here. Should I just go up now? Apparently, no, I'm not there yet. Not there yet. Keep going. Oh, why did I do that? Here, let's fill that in. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, now I should be able to do it. Let's see. Where am I now? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, that's definitely the best way to do it. Okay, so that leads to that guy. But really, I want him to lead over there. So let's do this. Let's dig. Oops. I should have dug this out off camera, shouldn't I have? That's the exact thing I wanted to avoid. Oh, well, it's fine. We're going to dig over 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know me, I'm like a serious piggy when it comes to resources. Okay, so let's go this direction. Let's just watch the mini-map for where to come up, because this is going to be something that's feeding that deployer. Because you got to put stuff in it, right? Let's see. I'm running out of light here. What's that? Oh, that's water. That's not good. Am I underneath the water? Huh. Okay, well, let's go, I don't know, back 1? Where? Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, we need to go a couple more, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Well, let's go make sure that water is fixed. Water's working correctly here. I didn't mess with it, did I? Oh, sweet. That's hilarious. Alright, cool. Let's do this real quick while we're here. Right? Alright, so that's all fixed. Alright, so we got one path. We got this path here, which is perfect. It's the exact path I want, actually. But let's make sure it's filled in correctly. And then the other path, which, let's see, if that's there, it'd be like, let's just dig under here. It's fine. Nobody cares. Should be, yeah, right there. Cool. Let's just dig this out. There, we got 2 paths. There's our second path. So we can fill this guy in real quick, because we're not going to be using that one. There. Okay, so we got both of our paths now to fill that. But we're not really done yet. We don't want to just give this thing bone. We want to give it bone meal. Now, I think from even there, you can probably start to figure out what I'm going to be doing here. And probably don't put in the comments section. Well, I guess put in the comment section, then we'll know when you got it, right? People are just probably just going to lie anyway, but we'll see. Maybe they won't. Okay, so this has to go, let's see, there's got to be some dirt, right? Like we were saying. It's got to be dirt, and then deployer, and then let's turn it. Usually nice if you can see what you're doing here. There, oops. I did it again. There we go. Okay. Alright, that one's set up. So, let's set up the auto crafter so we can actually make the bone meal, which I already have right here. So we're just going to put that right under the chest. The auto crafter can source straight from this chest right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pump out either side. The system's going to, each deployer is going to have its own system. So that means we need 2 of everything. So when we do wooden pipes, we need 2 of them, which is why I should have got 2 of them out. And since we're here, we might as well get this out because we're going to need it. We need our gates, right? I already got all this in advance. We need lots of red pipe wire. Actually, yes we do, yes we do. And we need this other wooden transport pipe. So we're going to have 2 of those. And we need a bunch of golden transport pipes. So it's going to look something like that. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place 1 on either side, right? Because they're separate. And these are going to have pulsers on them. And then we're going to run this golden tube all the way down this direction here. So what it's going to do, though, is right here, we're going to put those golden, those iron gates and say, space in inventory. Let's see, space in inventory? No. Items in inventory. Redstone signal? No, that's not right. Oh, because we don't have any pipe wire on it. Okay, there we go. Items in inventory, send out a red pipe signal. Because what we're going to do is actually turn it off. And this is going to be interesting. We're going to have to do a pipe wire every time we place one of these. So that's a little bit annoying. But that's, whatever. And we're going to have to put some dirt down, huh? Because I just don't like to leave all that space in there for no reason. Okay, so here we go. Red pipe wire all the way. And this is going to shut it off. The red pipe wire signal is going to shut it off. And we can't get any breaks in here. If you get a break in red pipe wire, it's not going to work. because it should only receive enough to actually fill up, and we should actually test this before we start. So we'll put this in, and then we're going to test just this part of it. So this guy is just going to connect right here, red pipe wire all the way up. Oh, one more piece. There. So now this says if you're getting a red pipe wire, or if it's off, pulse. So this is actually going to make, oh, and it's not making anything yet. Let's put one piece of bone in there. It's going to make bone meal. There we go. Now it should start pumping out bone meal. It's going to pump a lot of bone meal out there, right? Because that's a very long passage until this deployer actually gets the bone meal. So let's see. Okay, so see how much is going in there? That's why I said if there's are no items in inventory, start pulsing, because I knew there was going to be a lot of items coming along that tube or that pipe before it actually got to the deployer. So it almost gets a whole stack before it actually stops. So you can see it's getting a red pipe signal now, and that's how we know it's working. So let's do the same thing for the other side. I'm actually going to do that off camera. Let's set up some of the other pieces here. So that pretty much sets up the deployer as far as supplying it. So next thing we're going to have to do, which is a little bit harder to do, and I actually didn't plan this part out. I'm going to lay this other deployer line since we're trying to save some time here, because we're about 20 minutes in. I'm going to set up this other line to the other deployer, and we'll be right back. I'm actually going to figure out how I'm going to hit these with a redstone signal, because to get them to work, you have to hit them with a redstone signal. So I'm going to be right back when I figure that out. Hold on a second. Okay, it might be getting dark here in a second. Okay, we're back, and in the interest of time, I've kind of set up some of the redstone here for the pistons. I've dug this out here, and I'm ready to lay the redstone for that. Now, I just want to give this thing one little pulse. So what I'm going to do is just set the red alloy wire up like so. All along here, I'm just going to run it all the way out here, and I'm not sure if that'll kick it off, but I know that will. So that's cool. Let's set this dirt up again. We have to have dirt above this or it won't work. So let's just fill this whole thing in like so. We'll know if it works, trust me, because you're going to see that you will be able to tell. And then what I'm going to do here is just run some of this jacketed wire up to right there. Let's fill this in, and then we're going to need something to connect that as well. So how are we going to do that? Probably going to have to do one more piece there to give me a little connection here. Okay, so that pretty much sets up the redstone, and it's dark, so let's go sleep really fast. The last thing I'm going to be putting on this thing is viewers, because what I don't want is mobs to be spawning inside this thing. I wouldn't really normally have to put anything on top of it, except that I just don't want mobs walking all over there and kind of messing things up. So I'm going to put viewers all across the top right here. So there'll only be one block in here. I think spiders might still be able to spawn in here. And if that's a problem, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I don't know. They'll just build up in there. Maybe I'll add a couple. Maybe I'll add something in there to kill them. I don't really know. Okay, so that thing is set up. So I guess we could test it, since all we need to do is that, right? Let's test to see what this thing does. Although I did want to run it up top here. So let's run it. Let's see. We could probably run it up to right here if I just break this piece off. Alright, so let's run it to here. To right there, right? Now this is not going to be part of it. It's just for testing. We're just going to see what this thing does. So this is going to kind of give it away, but it should still be a lot of fun. Okay, we're hooked up to this thing right now. When we turn it on, did you see what it did there? Oh yeah, you did. Now it didn't work for this one. Oh, because it doesn't have grass on it yet. It has to have grass. Oh, we don't want my pick in there. So once that... Oh, now how do I get out without breaking something? Well, I guess I don't. Alright, let's just fix this. Not thinking too hard there, are you, Nether? Alright, so that's working. That is really cool. Now, once that's grassed over, it will work properly. Now you know what this thing does. Now you're probably thinking, why do you need that? And the reason really is because I'm kind of running out of dyes, and to get dyes you have to have flowers to do that. So this is a flower farm, if you didn't already know. And the way to do that is with that bone meal. You just hit a grass block with bone meal, and it'll instantly grow some grass and flowers and stuff like that. And you're going to get a lot of different stuff in there, so that's why we're going to have to filter out the stuff we don't want into like a trash. But for now, it's fine, and that really needs to grass over. I thought with the deployer you could just do it down and hit, deploy down into the grass block, but apparently you have to be underneath it, which would be really nice to know that, wouldn't it? So what we're going to do to hook this thing up is we're going to say, and did we get that piece? I thought we did. No, we did not. Okay, so let's put that here. So we're going to say, boom, it didn't connect. It's supposed to connect. That's weird. Maybe, oh, because we need some kind of a signal here, don't we? We need a gate or something. Let's put a regular gate. I think a regular gate will do it. I forget this every time I use it, but we will see. So I'm going to say, yeah, okay. Inventory full. I need to do redstone signal, okay? So right now it's not full. What that's going to do is stop up the whole system. A redstone signal is going to stop this system. So if you see now, I'm going to use one state cell to get this thing to work. The state cell is going to take a signal in, and it's going to put a constant signal out the front here for a certain amount of time. And then once that's done, it's going to send a signal out here. I'm going to have it pass behind and go right back into the system, so it just like forms a loop right here. Kind of like a timer, but with a built-in permanent redstone signal for a certain duration. So that's it. That's the whole redstone system right there. Let's fill this in a little bit, so we don't need all that space here. I'm going to configure this, and this is going to be the length of duration that the pistons are up so the water can come out, okay? So we want, let's see, yeah, we're going to want the system, no, we want it off, don't we? So we need something that converts the signal here. So let's go get that. I'm pretty sure I have that right here, a NOT gate. This will turn an off signal to on for redstone signal, and vice versa. So let's pop that down, and let's turn it there. So let's also run this up there now and turn these pistons on. Let's just do it right here. It doesn't have to look fancy or anything. It just has to work, right? There we go. Now these will deploy, stopping the water from coming out. While we're getting that grass out there, we want to stop the water, right? Because it won't be able to deploy it won't be able to create that. Uh-oh, this is going to... Well, I have a full circle, so it should be fine for me destroying one part. It won't be able to deploy the bone meal and create the grass and flowers if water's running all through here. So what it's going to do, the water's going to run out, clear out the grass and the flowers. They're going to flow into the center. They're going to get sucked up in those transposers, and they're going to end up in this chest right here. So that's pretty much the system. Let's set this to, I don't know, let's try 7 seconds. We need to give the water enough time to push everything into the center. So let's see. Now I need one signal to kick this thing off. So that's what this is for. And I think this thing's set up now. I guess we're going to find out. So let's just do this. Let's just give it one signal. There. Now it's pulsed. It's clearing everything into the middle. And see, there's a certain amount of time it's going to happen here. And it's back on. Oh, you know what? I need to delay because that last signal runs in and kicks off the deployers. So what I need to do is give it like a couple second delay there with another state cell. So let's go create another state cell real quick. And we're just about out of time. I think we have like 1 more minute. So let's try to do this kind of quick. Let's see. State cell, do we have one? State cell. Oh, we're missing, I think, cathode. I want to say... No, that's not right. We're missing wire, not wire. Oh, we are. Cool. Okay, there we go. State cell. Come on. Boom. Okay. So I haven't messed with this part yet. This is going to be something that I have not even attempted yet. We're going to have to move this whole thing because we're going to have to put the state cell like right there. Or no, we're going to have to put it... Huh. This system is going to have to be set up slightly different. We're going to have to do it... Okay. Let's do it like this. This is still going to be there. That's fine. But this system, this feedback loop, is going to be over here. Right? Because we don't want it to interfere with what we've got going. Let's see. Inventory full. Redstone signal. Connect. And do something like, let's get this rid of this guy. Like that. Because we don't want it to interfere with this. This is going to have the state cell on it to wait like a second and then deploy that and then hit those deployers. So let's move this entire system, and what we're going to have to do is extend this out a little bit, which is kind of what I was doing before. That's fine. This is the natural lake. Hopefully we don't hit the ground when we jump off our little ledge now. I don't think we will. We might. Gotta be really careful. Alright, so let's move this a little bit back here. That should still be okay, I think. I think we can just move it back one. Let's try the not gate there. State cell there. And we're at 7 seconds, seem like enough time. So until we know more, we'll do 7 seconds. Feedback loop. And then, let's see, that's the internal. Yeah, that's right. So that's what we need. We need the state cell right there. Okay, that works perfect. So this feedback loop is not going to be connected to that state cell. This is going to run independently. And this is going to go for... It's going to wait one... Now, let's make it wait 2 seconds. That should be good. There we go. So the water is stopped. We might have to put another delay in between the time the water gets removed, but I think it should be fine. So let's try it again. So it has been waiting, and when it turns off, it should get one more pulse, and it should wait 2 seconds and deploy. And I think it's not enough time. Let's do 3 seconds. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna maybe have to put another delay in here. Oh, it did work. Okay, well that's okay. Now it's got a 3 second delay, right? And boom. Oh, I see what it's doing. It's not doing anything now. Come on. It's supposed to be a loop. Oh, because this is still on. No, that shouldn't do anything. Oh, it kicks it off and then... Okay, so I don't even need this. Alright, let's just do this. I think it's fine like that. Because it takes a while for the water to get there. It's funny how it doesn't keep going, though. I bet you that loop is what messed it up. Alright, there we go. So it should send a signal. So what it's doing is it's deploying... Okay, so now... It should... And it stays on. That's so weird. It should send a signal back and start the whole process again. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do. Or maybe it has to come back. No, this worked before. I watched it work for a long time, actually. Because if we take this out, let's try this. Let's just do that. Maybe it's... okay. So it does that, and then it should loop right back around. Maybe it's not enough time. Let's try this. So this thing is supposed to send a signal around and just keeps doing its own signal. I did it in my base a few seconds ago here. Huh. Weird. I wonder if it's... Yeah, that's the way I had it. Oh, you know what? I had this. Let's try that. So it goes off. It's sending out a signal for 7 seconds. Then it flicks over. It should get its own signal back. But I think it's not enough time. Let's make the loop bigger. A little bit of on-screen testing here. If this doesn't work, I'll take it to my test world and figure this out, because I don't want to waste time doing this. And we're pretty much out of time, so I really just want to get the system going and end the episode here. So giving it a little more signal, it takes a while to get through there. At least it should. With vanilla it does. And it didn't care. Interesting. I'm going to have another... Oh, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'll just put one here. Since we're not using it there, I'll put the state cell here. We're going to put another delay in here. Let's put like a 1 second delay right here. But it's going to take it in here. And put it out here. There, that should work. Alright. This is what you have to do sometimes with redstone systems. You just have to test them. So let's put the NOT gate here just in case that's affecting anything down the way there. There we go. And I'm gonna compact this a little bit because it actually doesn't need all this extra now. Okay, so we should be able to flick it and get this thing moving. Let's eat just in case. It is dark. We're gonna finish this up. So it deploys and puts the water out at the same time. At least that's what it was doing before. I don't know why they don't see seeds right there. So it just did it again. But the problem is now it's staying that way. Okay, I'm back, and I've got everything working now. I just had to set up the state cell like that. That state cell there set up for 10-second delay to let the water stay in. Then it flicks the signal off and sends the water out for 7 seconds, moving all the seeds into the center. That same signal there kicks off the deployers to kick out the bone meal before the water kicks out. The problem there is you can see the patches of dirt show up when the water's out because the water kills the grass. So I think I actually might turn this one down a little bit. Let's turn this one down to, I don't know, 5 should be good, because the problem is we're killing the grass, and if there's no grass, the bone meal won't create any seeds. So as you can see, I've only got one of them working right now, and I need to get that grass to grow back. So see that one grass patch, that one the cursor's looking at? If that's not grassed over, then I won't get any bone meal right there, or any seeds. I might set up an extra couple of deployers just to make sure that I've got enough set up at a time. In fact, I'm going to turn this down to 3 seconds. I probably should just turn it off right now. Yeah, see, it's happening more now. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that, because eventually it's going to all be dirt. So I think that's enough. In fact, 1 second should be enough. Let's just do 1. Maybe that won't kill the grass. I don't think a second of water should kill the grass, but we'll see, I guess. And it should slowly move those seeds into the center every time it cycles, so that should be fine. So let's watch it go here. Maybe I should just make this like 30 seconds. I mean, I don't care how long it takes in between, because it's only going to run until the flour box fills up, right? The flour crate. What is that called? Chest. Jeez. So that'll give it some time to kind of grow some more grass. Oh, also it's night. That's part of it. So let's go sleep real quick. Again, this is kind of a long episode. Sorry about that, but I did want to finish it. And all I had to do was redo the redstone, so it seemed kind of stupid to make you wait a whole episode just to do something like 2 minutes worth of video here. So the grass won't grow unless it's daytime, so that should help a lot. Get that grass to regrow. And you can see the flowers and seeds are coming in. And with 30 seconds in between, it should give the grass plenty of time to rejuvenate if it does die out. I'm glad I kept my one piece of grass there. Yeah, you can see the grass is starting to come back now. I can even set it to 1 minute. It doesn't matter to me how much. And actually, I could put a little cycler to cycle the seeds a few times. So you can see it moves them in slowly, and that's fine with me. It doesn't have to do too much. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you think about the flower farm. Sorry it took so long. You can see I've glassed it over here to hopefully keep mobs from spawning in there at night. Let me know what you think. Oh wait, let's look at what we've got here so far. So nice. You can see I'm going to have to pump out some of the seeds and stuff out of some kind of trash system, which I'll probably set up next episode. Probably off camera. I'll just show it to you, because I've set up a lot of those kind of trash systems. So anyway, this is nethervvoid signing off, saying stay frosty, guys.